I thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us. But now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Is not this your son, my lord?
Oh, his breeding, sir, have been in my charge. I so often blush to acknowledge him that now I am praised to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could, whereupon she grew round-wombed, and had indeed a son for her cradle ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
Well, I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have a son, sir, by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account. Though this knave came something saucily to the world before he was sent for, yet was his mother fair. There was good sport in his making, and the whore son must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honorable friend.
My services to your lordship.
I must love you and sue to know you better.
I shall study to do it.
The king is coming.
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my lord.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl toward death. Our son of Cornwall, and you, our no less loving son of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our daughters' several dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. The princes France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, long in our court have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. Tell me, my daughters, which of you, shall we say, doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child e'er loved or father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much, I love you.
Shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent.
From all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and with champaigns rich, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issues be this perpetual. our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall.
That self-metal as my sister, and price me at her worth. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love, only she comes too short. That I profess myself an enemy to all other joys which the most precious square of sense possesses, and find I am alone felicitate in your dear highness' love.
And yet not so, since I'm sure my love's more generous than my tongue.
To thee and thine, hereditary ever, remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure, than that conferred on Goneril. Our joy, although our last, not least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interest. What can you say? To gain a third, more opulent than your sisters. Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come from nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more nor less.
How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
But my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? Haply when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. For sure I shall never marry like my sisters, to love my father all.
What goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my good lord.
So young, and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower, for by the sacred radiance of the sun, here I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hunt thee from this forever.
Good my liege.
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence and avoid my sight! So be my grave my peace, as here I give her father's heart from her. Call France. Who stirs? Call Burgundy! Cornwall and Albany. With our two daughters' dowers digest this third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with our power, preeminence, and all the large effects, the troop with majesty, ourself by monthly course with reservation of 100 knights, by you to be sustained shall our abode make with you by due turn. Only we shall retain the name, and all the addition of a king. The sway, revenue, execution of the rest beloved sons be yours, which to confirm this coronet part between you.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king.
The bow is bent and drawn. Make from the shaft.
Let it fall, rather, though the fork invade the region of my heart. Be Kent unmannerly when Lear is mad? What wouldst thou do, old man? Think'st thou that duty shall have dread to speak when power to flattery bows? To plainness honor's bound when majesty falls to folly? Answer, my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least, nor are those empty-hearted whose low sounds reverb no hollow.
Kent on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as a pawn to wage against thine enemies. Ne'er fear to lose it, thy safety being most.
Out of my sight!
See better, Lear, and let me still remain the true blade of thine eye.
By Apollo!
Now by Apollo, king, thou swear'st thy gods in vain.
Vassal, miscreant!
Forbear! Revoke thy gift, or whilst I can vent clamor from my throat, I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant. On thine allegiance, hear me. 5 days we do allot thee for provision to shield thee from disasters of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy vanished trunk be found in our dominion, the moment is thy death. Away. By Jupiter! This shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king. Sith thus thou wilt appear, freedom lives hence and banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee, maid, that justly think'st and hast most rightly said. Thus Kent, O princes, bids you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country new.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
My lord of Burgundy, we first address toward you, who with this king hath rivaled for our daughter. What, in the least, will you require in present dower with her, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than half your highness offer, nor will you tender less.
Right noble Burgundy, when she was dear to us, we did hold her so, but now her price is fallen. Sir, there she stands. If aught within that little seeming substance, or all of it, with our displeasure pierced, and nothing more, may fitly like your grace, sir, she's there, and she is yours.
Pardon me, royal sir. Election makes not up on such conditions.
Then leave her, sir, for by the power that made me, I tell you all her wealth. For you, great king, I would not from your love make such a stray to match you where I hate. Therefore beseech you to avert your liking a more worthier way than on a wretch whom nature is ashamed almost to acknowledge hers.
This is most strange, that she who even but now is your best object, the dearest, should in this trice of time commit a thing so monstrous to dismantle so many folds of favor.
I yet beseech your majesty that you make known it is no vicious blot, murder, or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor, but in for want of that for which I am the richer. A still soliciting eye, and such a tongue that I am glad I have not, though not to have it hath lost me in your liking.
Better thou hadst not been born than not to have pleased me better.
Is it but this? My Lord of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? Will you have her? She is herself a dowry.
Royal King, give but that portion which yourself proposed. And here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn. I am firm.
I am sorry then you have so lost a father that you must lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since that respects of fortune are his love, I shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, that art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken and most loved despised, thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Be it lawful I take up what's cast away. 'Tis strange that from their colt's neglect my love should kindle to inflamed respect. Thy dowerless daughter king, thrown to my chance, is queen of us, of ours, and our fair France. Not all the dukes of what of Burgundy can buy this unprized, precious maid of me. Bid them farewell, Cordelia, though unkind. Thou losest here a better where to find.
Thou hast her, France. Let her be thine. For we have no such daughter, nor shall ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our grace, our love, our benison. Come, noble Burgundy.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our father, with washed eyes, Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister am most loath to call your thoughts as they are named. Love well our father, to your professed bosoms I commit him. But yet, alas, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duty.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
Sister, it is not little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain, and with you. Next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is. The observation we have made of it hath not been little. He always loved our sister most. And with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age. Yet he hath ever but slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash.
Such unconstant starts are we like to have from him as this of Kent's banishment. Pray you, let us hit together.
If our father carry authority with such disposition as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think of it.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me, that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous, and my shape is true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base? With baseness? Bastard base. Base! Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition and fierce quality than doth, within a dull, stale, tired bed, go to the creating a whole tribe of fops, got between asleep and wake. Well then, my legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, this letter speed, when my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.
Kent banished thus, and France and Cola parted, and the king gone tonight. All of this done upon the gad. How now, Edmund? What news?
So please your lordship, none.
I so earnestly seek you to put up that letter.
I know no news, my lord.
What paper were you reading?
Nothing.
No? Well, what needed then that terrible dispatch of it in your pocket? Let's see. Come, if it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother that I have not all over read, and for so far as I have perused, I find it not fit for your overlooking.
Give me the letter, sir.
I shall offend neither to detain or give it. The contents, as in part I understand them, are to blame.
Let's see. Let's see!
I hope, for my brother's justification, he wrote this as an essay or taste of my virtue.
This policy and reverence of age makes the world bitter to the best of our times, keeps our fortunes from us till our oldness cannot relish them. Come to me that of this I may speak more. If our father should sleep till I waked him, you should enjoy half his revenue forever, and leave the beloved of your brother, Edgar. Conspiracy? Sleep till I waked him, you should enjoy half his revenue. My son Edgar, had he a hand to write this, a heart and brain to breed it in? When came you to this? Who brought it?
It was not brought me, my lord. There's the cunning of it. Found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
You know the character of your brothers.
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart is not in the contents.
Has he never before sounded you in this business?
Never! But I have oft heard him maintain it to be fit that sons in perfect age and fathers declined. The father should be his ward to the son, and the son should manage his revenge.
Villain! Villain! His very opinion in the letter! Go, Sarah! Seek him! I'll apprehend him! Abominable villain! Where is he?
I do not well know, my lord. I dare pawn down my life for him, that he hath writ this to feel my affection to your honor, and to no other pretense of danger.
He cannot be such a monster.
Nor is not,
Father, who so tenderly and entirely loves him. Heaven and earth, these late eclipses of the sun and moon portend no good to us. Love cools, friendship falls off, brothers divide. In cities mutinies, countries discord, palaces treason, and the bond cracked twixt son and father. This villain of mine comes under the prediction, their son against father. The king, also in the bias of nature, there's father against child. seen the best of our time. Find out this villain, Edmund. It shall lose thee nothing. Do it carefully. The noble and true-hearted Kent, banished. His offense, honesty. Strange.
This is the excellent foppery of the world. That when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeits of our own behavior, we make of our disasters the sun, the moon, and stars, as if we were villains on necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treachers by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence, and all that we are guilty in by a divine thrusting on, an admirable evasion of a whore-mastered man to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. But I should have been that I am, that the manliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing. Edgar.
How now, Brother Edmund?
When saw you my father last?
The night gone by.
Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
Parted you in good terms? Found you in him no displeasure by word nor countenance?
None at all.
Bethink yourself wherein you may have offended him, and in my entreaty, forbear his presence until some little time hath qualified the heat of his displeasure, which at this instant so rageth in him, with the mischief of your person he would scarcely allay.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
That's my fear. Retire with me to my lodging, from whence I will fitly bring you to hear my lord speak. Pray ye, go. There's my key. If you do stir abroad, go armed.
Armed, brother?
I advise you to the best. I am no honest man if there be any good meaning towards you.
Shall I hear from you anon?
I do serve you in this business. A credulous father and a brother noble, whose nature is so far from doing harms that he suspects none, upon whose foolish honesty my practices ride easy. I see the business. Let me, not by birth, have lands by wit. All with me's meat that I can fashion it.
Did my father strike my gentleman for chiding of his fool?
Aye, madam.
By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other that sets us all at odds. I'll not endure it. His nights grow riotous, and himself upbraids us on every trifle. When he returns from hunting, I will not speak with him. Say I am sick. If you come slack with former services, you shall do well. The fault of it I'll answer.
He's coming, madam, I hear him.
Put on what weary negligence you please, you and your fellows. I'd have it come to question. If he distasted, let him to my sister, whose mind and mine I know in that are one, not to be overruled. Idle old man, that still would manage those authorities he hath given away. Remember what I have said.
Well, madam.
And let his knights have colder looks among you. What grows of it, no matter. Advise your fellows so. I would breed from hence occasions, and I shall, that I may speak. I'll write straight to my sister to hold my course. Prepare for dinner.
If but as well I other accents borrow that can my speech diffuse, my good intent may carry through itself to that full issue for which I raised my likeness. Now banished Kent, if thou canst serve where thou dost stand condemned, so may it come thy master whom thou lovest shall find thee full of labors.
Let me not stay and jog for dinner. Go, get it ready. Now, What art thou?
A man, sir.
What dost thou profess? What wouldst thou with us? What art thou?
A very honest-hearted fellow, and as poor as the king.
If thou fearst as poor for a subject as he's for a king, thou art poor enough. What wouldst thou?
Service.
Who wouldst thou serve?
You.
Dost thou know me, fellow?
No, sir. But you have that in your countenance which I would fain call master.
What's that?
Authority.
What services canst thou do?
I can keep honest counsel, ride, run, mar a curious tale in telling it, and deliver a plain message blunt.
Where was
That which ordinary men are fit for, I am qualified in. And the best of me is diligence.
How old art thou?
Not so young, sir, to love a woman for singing, nor so old to dote on her for anything. I have years on my back, 48.
Follow me, thou shalt serve me. If I like thee no worse after dinner, I will not part from thee yet. Dinner! Oh, dinner! Where is my food? You, sinner, where is my daughter?
Selfie, you.
What says the fellow there? Call the clock Paul back. It is my fool. I think the world's asleep. Where is that mongrel?
He says, my lord, your daughter is not well.
Why came not the slave back to me when I called him?
Sir, he answered me in the roundest manner he would not.
He would not?
My lord, I know not what the matter is, but to my judgment, your highness is not entertained with that ceremonious affection as you will want. I beseech you pardon me, my lord, if I be mistaken, for my duty cannot be silent when I feel your highness wrong.
Thou but rememberest me of mine own conception. I have perceived a most faint neglect of late, which I have rather blamed upon mine own jealous curiosity than as a very pretense and purpose of unkindness. I will look further into it. But where is my fool? I have not seen him these 2 days.
Since my young lady is going to France, sir, the fool hath much pined away.
No more of that! I have noted it well. Go you, tell my daughter I would speak with her. Go you, call hither my fool. Oh, you, sir, you! Come you hither, sir. Who am I, sir?
My lady's father.
Lady's father, my lord's knave! You horse and dog! You slave, you cur!
None of these, my lord, I beseech your...
Do you bandy looks with me, you rascal?
I'll not be struck, my lord.
Nor tripped either, you thief.
My friendly knave, thou servest me and I love thee.
Don't hurry, right away, I'll teach you differences. Go to her.
Now, fellow, I thank thee. There's earnest of thy service.
Oh, let me hurry to. Here's my
My pretty knave, how dost thou?
You had best take my coxcomb.
Why, fool?
Why, for taking one's parfits out of favor. Nay, thou canst not smile as the wind sits. Thou will catch cold shortly. There, take my coxcomb. What? This fellow has banished 2 one's daughters and did the 3rd a favor against his will. If thou follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. How now, uncle, would I had 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters?
Why, fool?
If I gave them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself. There's mine. Beg another of thy daughters.
Take heed, sirrah, the whip.
Fools, a dog must be kennelled. He must be whipped out. When the Lady Bratch may stand by the fire and stink.
Oh, pestilent, go up to me.
Sirrah, I'll teach thee a speech.
Do.
Mark it, Knuckle. There! That lord that counselled thee to give away thy land. Come, place him here by me. Do thou for him stand. The sweet and bitter fool will presently appear. The one in motley here, the other found out There.
This is nothing, fool.
Well then, 'tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave me nothing for it. Can you make no use of nothing, Uncle?
Oh, why, no, boy. Nothing can be made out of... nothing.
Prithee tell him. So much the rent of his land comes to. He will not believe this fool.
Dost thou call me fool, boy?
All my other titles thou hast given away. That thou wast born with.
This is not altogether a fool, my lord.
No faith. Lords of great men will not let me. If I had a monopoly out, they'd have part on it. And the ladies, too. They will not let me have all the fools myself. They'll be snatched. Nuncle, give me an egg, and I'll give thee 2 crowns.
What 2 crowns shall they be?
Well, after I've cut the egg in the middle and eat up the 2 ends. The 2 crowns of the eggs. When thou closed thy crown in the middle and gavest away both parts, thou borest thine ass on thy back for the dirt. Thou hast little wit in thy bald crown when thou gavest thy golden one away. Then they for sudden joy did weep, and I for sorrow sung, that such a king should play Bo Peep and go the fools among.
When wast thou wont to be so full of songs, sirrah?
I have used it, Nuncle, ere since thou madest thy daughters thy mothers. Prithee, Nuncle, keep a schoolmaster to teach thy school to lie. Fain learn to lie.
And you lie, sirrah, will have you whipped.
I marvel what kin thou and thy daughters are. They'll have me whipped for speaking true. Thou wilt have me whipped for lying. But sometimes I'm whipped for holding my peace. I'd rather be any kind of thing than a fool. And yet I would not be thee, Nuncle. Thou hast pared thy wit to both sides and left nothing in the middle. Here comes one of the pairings.
How now, daughter? What makes that frontlet on? You are too much of late in a frown.
Oh, thou art a pretty fellow, and thou hast no need to care for the frown. I am better than thou art now. I am a fool, thou art nothing. Yes, forsooth, I will hold my tongue so your face bids me, though you say nothing.
Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue who hourly carp and quarrel, breaking forth in rank and not to be endured riots. Sir, I have thought by making this well known unto you to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoke and done that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance.
Well, you know, Nuncle, the hedge sparrow fed the cuckoo so long that it's had its head bit off by it young. So out with the candle, and we were left darkling.
Are you our daughter?
Come, sir. I would you would make use of your own good wisdom and put away these dispositions which of late transport you from what you rightly are.
Does any here know me? This is not Lear. Who is't can tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
Your name, fair gentlewoman.
This admiration, sir, is much of the savor of other your new pranks. I do beseech you to understand my purposes aright, as you are old and reverend, or you should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this our court, infected with their manners, shows like a riotous inn. Epicurism and lust makes it more like a tavern of brothel than a graced palace. The shame itself that seeks for instant remedy. Be then desired by her that else will take the thing she begs, a little to disquantity your train, and the remainder, it shall still depend, to be such men as may besort your age, which know themselves and you.
Darkness and devils! Saddle my horses! Call my train together! Degenerate bastard! I'll not trouble thee. Yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my people! And your disordered men will make servants of their betters!
Oh! repent. Oh, sir, are you come? Is this your will? Speak, sir. Prepare my horses.
Pray, sir, be patient.
Detested kite, thou liest. My train are men of choice and rarest parts, that all particulars of duty know, and in the most exact regard support the worship of their name. Oh, most small fault, how ugly didst thou in Cordelia show, which like an engine wrenched my frame of nature from the fixed place, drew from my heart all love, and added to the gall. Oh, Lear, 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 beat at this gate that let thy folly in, and thy dear judgment out. Go, go, my people!
But my lord, I am guiltless as I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
Maybe so, my lord. Here, nature, here, dear goddess, here. Suspend thy purpose if thou didst intend to make this creature fruitful. Into her womb convey sterility. Dry up in her the organs of increase, and from her delicate body never spring a babe to honor her. If she must teem, create a child of spleen that it may live and be athwart disnatured torment to her. Let it stamp wrinkles in her brow of youth, with cadent tears fret channels in her cheeks, turn all her mother's pains and benefits to laughter and contempt, that she may feel how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away! Away!
Now, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to know more of it, but let his disposition have that scope as dotage gives it.
What? 50 of my followers at a clap? Within a fortnight?
What's the matter, sir?
Life and death. I am ashamed that thou hast power to shake my manhood thus, that these hot tears which break from me perforce should make thee worth them. Blasts and fogs upon me. Yea, is it come to this? Let it be so. I have another daughter, who I am sure is kind and comfortable. When she shall hear this of thee, with her nails she'll flay thy wolvish visage. Thou shalt find that I'll resume the shape which thou dost think I have cast off forever.
Do you mark that?
I cannot be so partial, Goneril, to the great love I bear.
Pray you content. What Oswald? How? You, sir, more knave than fool, after your master. Knuckle Lear, Cherry, take the fool with thee. 100 knights. 'Tis politic and faith to let him keep at point 100 knights. Yes, that on every dream, each buzz, each fancy, each complaint, dislike, he may enguard his dotage with their powers and hold our lives in mercy. Oswald, I say!
Well, you may fear too far.
Safer than trust too far. I know his heart. What he hath uttered, I have writ my sister. If she sustain him and his 100 knights when I have shown the unfitness. How now, Oswald? What have you writ that letter to my sister? Take you some company and away to horse. And hasten your return. No, my lord, this milky gentleness and course of yours, though I condemn not, yet under pardon you are much more a task for want of wisdom than praise for harmful mildness.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. Striving to better, oft we mar what's well.
Nay, then.
Well, the event.
Go you before to Regan with these letters. Acquaint my daughter no further with anything you know than comes from her demand out of the letter. If your diligence be not speedy, I'll be there for you.
I shall not sleep, my lord, till I have delivered your letters.
If a man's brains were in his heels, were it not in danger of kibes?
Aye, boy.
Then I prithee be merry. My wit shall not go slipshod. Shall see thy other daughter will use thee kindly. Though she's like this as a crab's like an apple, yet I can tell what I can tell.
What canst tell, boy?
She will taste as like this as a crab does to a crab. Thou canst tell why one's nose stands in the middle of one's face.
No.
Why do you keep one's eyes of either side's nose? If what a man cannot smell out, he may spy into.
I did her wrong.
Canst tell how an oyster makes his shell?
No, boy.
Nor I neither. But I can't tell why a snail has a house.
Why?
Why it puts head in. And not to give it away to his daughters and leave his horns without a case.
I will forget my nature. So kind a father. Be my horses ready!
My asses are gone about him. The reason why the 7 stars are no more than 7 is a pretty reason.
Because they are not 8!
Yes, indeed. How it's make a good fool.
Take it again perforce. Monster ingratitude.
If thou wert my fool, uncle, I'd have thee beaten for being old before thy time.
How's that?
Thou shouldst not have been old, so thou hast been wise.
Oh, let me not be mad. Not mad, sweet heaven. Keep me in temper. I would not be mad. How now, be my horses ready?
Ready, my lord.
Come, boy.
And you, sir, I have been with your father and given him notice that the Duke of Cornwall and Regan his Duchess will be here with him this night.
How comes that?
Nay, I know not. You have heard of the news abroad? I mean the whispered ones, for they are yet but ear-kissing arguments.
Not I. Pray you, what are they?
You heard of no likely wars toward twixt the Dukes of Cornwall and Albany?
Not a word.
You may do then, in time. Fare you well, sir.
The Duke be here tonight. The better best. This weaves itself perforce into my business. My father has set guard to take my brother, and I have one thing of a queasy question, which I must act. Briefness and fortune, work. Brother, a word! Brother! My father watches. Oh, sir, fly this place. Intelligence is given where you are hid. You have now the good advantage of the night. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall? He's coming hither, now in the night, in the haste, and Regan with him. Have you nothing said upon his tardy against the Duke of Albany? Advise yourself.
I swear on it's not a word.
I hear my father coming. Pardon me. In cunning, I must draw my sword upon you. Draw! Seem to defend yourself. Now quit you well. Yield! Come before my father. Knight, ho! Here! Fly, brother! Torches! Torches! So farewell. Some blood drawn on me would beget opinion of my more fierce endeavor. Father! Father! Stop! Stop! No help!
No, Edmund, what's the matter?
matter?
There stood he in the dark, his sharp sword out, mumbling of wicked charms.
But where is he?
Look, sir, I bleed.
Where is the villain, Edmund?
Led this way, sir, but by no means...
Now pursue him! Ho! Go after! By no means what?
Persuade me to the murder of your lordship. Seeing how loathly opposite I stood to his unnatural purpose, in fell motion with his prepared sword, he charges home my unprovided body, latched mine arm, and seeing my best alarmed spirits, bold in the quarrel's right, and roused the encounter, or whether gasted by the noise I made, full suddenly he fled.
Let him fly far! Not in this land shall he remain uncaught and found. The noble Duke, my master, my worthy arch patron, comes tonight. By his authority, I will proclaim it, that he which finds him shall deserve our thanks, bringing the murderous coward to the stake. He that conceals him, death.
I threatened to discover him. He replied, "Thou unpossessing bastard, dost thou think, if I would stand against thee, would the reposal of any trust, virtue, or worth in thee make thy words faith? No. What I should deny, as this I would, though thou didst produce my very character, I turn it all to thy suggestion, plot, and damned practice."
Strange and fastened villain! Would he deny his letter, said he? I never got him. Hark! The Duke's trumpets! I know not why he comes. All ports I'll bar! This villain shall not escape. The Duke must grant me that. And of my land's loyal and natural boy, I'll work the means to make thee king.
How now, my noble friend? Since I came hither, which I can call but now, I have heard most strange news.
If it be true, all vengeance comes too short to pursue the offender. How dost, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked. It's cracked.
What? Did my father's godson seek your life? He whom my father named, your Edgar?
Oh, lady, shame would have it hid.
Was he not companion with the riotous knights that tended upon my father?
I know not, madam. Oh, 'tis too bad. Too bad.
Yes, madam, he was of that consort.
No marvel, then, though he were ill affected. 'Tis they have put him on the old man's death. I have this present evening been well informed of them, and with such cautions, that if they come to sojourn at my house, I'll not be there.
Nor I assure thee, Regan. Edmund, I hear that you have shown your father a childlike office.
It was my duty, sir.
He did bewray his practice and receive this hurt, you see, striving to apprehend him.
Is he pursued?
Aye, my good lord.
If he be taken, he shall never more be feared of doing harm. For you, Edmund, whose virtue doth this instant so much commend itself, you shall be ours. Nature's of such deep trust we shall much need. You we first seize upon.
I shall serve you, sir. Truly, however else.
For him, I thank your grace.
You know not why we came to visit you.
Thus out of season, threading dark-eyed night, occasions, noble Gloucester, of some matter. Our father, he hath writ, so hath our sister, of differences which I best thought it fit to answer from our home. The several messengers from hence attend dispatch. Our good old friend, lay comforts to your bosom and bestow your needful counsel to our businesses, which craves the instant use.
I serve you, madam. Your graces are right welcome.
Friend, art of this house?
Aye.
Where may we set our horses?
In the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Why dost thou use me thus? I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
A knave. a rascal, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly horse and road, one trunk inheriting slave, one who wouldst be a bard in way of good service, and art nothing but the composition of a knave, beggar, coward, panda, and the son and heir of a mongrel bitch. One whom I will beat into clamorous whining if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou, thus to rail on one who is neither known of thee, nor knows thee.
What a brazen-faced varlet art thou to deny thou knowest me. Is it 2 days ago since I tripped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Draw, you rogue. I'll make a stop at you. You horse and hooliganly barber, draw!
That's the way, I have nothing to do with it.
Come with letters against the king and take vanity's part against the royalty of her father? Draw, you rascal, or I'll so carbonado your saints! Draw, you rogue! Come your ways!
No! Murder!
Right! Stand! Up! Stand, you neat slave!
Murder!
Strike!
Up!
With you, Goodman boy, if you please. Come on, all fleshy. Come on, young master.
Upon your lives! You dies and strikes again! What is the matter?
The messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak!
Scarce in breath, my lord.
No marvel you have so bestirred your valor, you cowardly rascal. Nature disclaims in thee.
Speak yet! How grew your quarrel?
This ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I have spared at suit of his gray beard.
Spare my gray beard, you whacked him!
Hey, Sarah! You beastly knave, know you no reverence?
Yes, sir, but anger hath a privilege.
Now why art thou angry?
That such a slave as this should wear a sword who wears no honesty.
Art thou mad, old man?
No contraries hold more antipathy than I in such a knave.
Now, why dost thou call him a knave?
His countenance likes me not.
No more, perchance, does mine, or his, or hers.
Sir, 'tis my occupation to be plain. I've seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder I see before me at this instant.
This is some fellow who, having been praised for bluntness, doth affect a saucy roughness and constrains the garb quite from his nature. He cannot flatter, he. An honest mind and plain, he must speak the truth. And they will have it? So. And if not, he's plain. These sort of knaves, I know. What was the offense you gave him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, very late to strike at me upon his misconstruction, when he, compact and flattering his displeasure, tripped me behind, railed, got praises of the king, and in the flashment of this dread exploit threw on me here again.
Fetch forth the stocks. You ancient braggart, you beastly knave, we'll teach you.
Sir, I am too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you. You shall do small respect, show too bold malice against the grace and person of my master, stalking his messenger.
Fetch forth the stocks! As I have life and honor, there he shall sit till noon.
Till noon. Till night, my lord, and all night, too.
Why, madam, if I were your father's dog, you should not use me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will.
This is a fellow of the selfsame color our sister speaks of. Come! Bring away the stocks!
Let me beseech your grace not to do so. The king, his master, must needs take it ill, that he, so slightly valued in his messenger, should have him thus restrained?
I'll answer that.
My sister may receive it much more worse to have a gentleman abused, assaulted for following her affairs. Put in his legs.
Come, Lord. Away.
I am sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, whose disposition all the world well knows will not be rubbed nor stopped. I'll entreat one.
Pray do not, sir. I have watched and traveled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out. The rest I'll whistle. The good man's fortune may grow out at heels. I give you good morrow.
Oh, the Duke's to blame in this. Will be ill taken.
Approach thou, beacon, to this underglobe, that by thy comfortable beams I may peruse this letter. Nothing almost sees miracles but misery. I know 'tis from Cordelia, who hath most fortunately been informed of my obscured course. All weary and all watched, take vantage, heavy eyes, not to behold this shameful lodging. Fortune, good night. Smile once more. Turn thy wheel.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. No port is free, no place where guard and most unusual vigilance does not attend my taking. Whilst I may escape, I will preserve myself, and am bethought to take the basest and most poorest shape that ever penury and contempt of man brought near to beast. My face I'll grind with filth, blanket my loins, else all my hairs in knots, and with presented nakedness outface the winds and persecutions of the sky. The country gives me proof and precedent of bedlam beggars, who with roaring voices strike in their numbed and mortified bare arms wooden pricks, pins, sprigs of rosemary, and with this horrible object, from low farms, poor pelting villages, sheepcotes, mills, sometime with lunatic bands, sometime with prayers, enforce their charity. Poor tiny gods, poor Toms, that's something yet. Edgar, I nothing am.
'Tis strange that they should so depart from home and not send back my messenger.
As I learned the night before, there was no purpose in them of this remove.
Hail to thee, noble master.
Makest thou this shame thy pastime?
No, my lord.
He wears cruel garters. Horses are tied by the heads, dogs and bears by the necks, monkeys by the loins, and men by the legs. When a man's on lusty at legs, he wears wooden leather stocks.
What's he that hath so much thy place mistook to set thee here?
It is both he and she, my lord, your son and daughter.
No.
Yes.
No, I say.
I say yea.
No, they would not.
Yes, they...
By Jupiter, I swear no!
By Juno, I swear I.
But they durst not do it. They could not. Would not do it. 'Tis worse than murder to do upon respect such violent outrage.
My lord, when at their home I did commend your highness letters to them, came there a reeking post from Goneril, delivered letters which presently they read, straight took to horse, and commanded me to follow and attend the leisure of their answer. Meeting here the other fellow, being the very messenger which displayed so saucily against your highness before, having more than man than wit about me. True, your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame which here it suffers.
Winter's not gone yet if the wild geese fly that way.
Oh, How this mother swells up toward my heart. Hysterica passio, down, thou climbing sorrow, thy elements below. Where is this daughter?
With the Earl, sir, here within.
Follow me not. Stay here.
Made you no more offense with what you speak of?
None.
How chance the king comes with so small a number?
And now it's been set in the stocks for that question. Now it's well deserved it.
Why, fool?
We'll set thee to school to an ant, to teach thee there's no laboring in the winter. Let go thy hold when a great wheel runs down the hill, lest it break thy neck with following. But the great one that goes upward, let him draw thee after. When a wise man gives thee better counsel, give me mine again. I would have none but knaves follow it, since a fool gives it.
Where learned you this, fool?
Well, not in the stocks, fool.
The knights speak with me.
They are sick, they are weary, they have traveled all the night, mere fetches. The images of revolt and flying off. Fetch me a better answer.
My dear lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke. How unremovable and fixed is he in his own course.
Vengeance, plague, death, confusion, fiery. What quality, why, Gloucester? Gloucester, I'd speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
Well, my good lord, I have informed them so.
Informed them? Dost thou understand me, man?
My good lord.
The king would speak with Cornwall. The dear father would, with his daughter, speak. Commands her service, are they informed of this? My breath and blood. Fiery, the fiery Duke, tell the hot Duke that... But not yet. Maybe he is not well. We are not ourselves when nature, being oppressed, commands the mind to suffer with the body. I'll forbear. Death on my state, wherefore should he sit here? This act persuades me that this remotion of the Duke and her is practice only. Give me my servant forth. Go. Tell the Duke and his wife I'd speak with them now. Presently. Bid them come forth and hear me, or at that chamber door I'll beat the drum till it cries sleep to death.
I would have all well betwixt
me, my heart, my rising heart, but down.
Cry to it, Nuggle, as the cockney did to the eels when she put him in the paste alive. She napped him over the cock's combs with a stick and cried, "Down, wantons, down!" 'Twas her brother that in pure kindness to his horse uttered his fate.
Good morrow to you both.
Hail to your grace.
I am glad to see your highness.
Regan, I think you are. I know what reason I have to think so. If thou shouldst not be glad, I would divorce me from my mother's tomb, sepulchring an adulteress. Are you free? Some other time for that. Beloved Regan, thy sister's not. Oh, Regan, she hath tied sharp-toothed unkindness like a vulture. Here, I can scarce speak to thee. Thou do not believe with her depraved equality. Regan.
I pray you, sir, take patience. I have hope you less know how to value her desert than she to scant her duty.
Say, how is that?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation.
Well.
If, sir, perchance she have restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her from all.
My curse is on her!
Sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the very verge of his confine. You should be ruled and led by some discretion which discerns your state better than you yourself. Therefore I pray you that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her.
Oh, ask her forgiveness, or do you but mark how this becomes the house? Dear daughter, I confess that I am old, Age is unnecessary. On my knees, I beg that you'll vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. She has abated me of half my train. Looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue, most serpent-like upon the very heart. All the stored vengeances of heaven fall on her ungrateful top. Infect her beauty, you fen-sucked fogs, drawn by the powerful sun to fall in bliss.
Oh, the blessed gods. So you will wish on me when the rash mood is on.
No, Regan, thou shalt never have my curse. Thy tender-hefted nature shall not give thee o'er to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, but thine do comfort and not burn. 'Tis not in thee to grudge my pleasures, to cut off my train, and in conclusion to oppose the bolt against my coming in. Thou better knowest the offices of nature, bond of childhood, effects of courtesy, dues of gratitude. Thy half of the kingdom hast thou not forgot wherein I be endowed?
Good sir, the purpose.
Who put my man in the stocks?
What trumpet's that?
I know it, my sisters. Is your lady come?
Who stocked my servant, Regan? I had to hope thou didst not know on it. Who comes here? Oh, heavens. If you do love old men, if your sweet sway allow obedience, send down and take my part. Regan! Wilt thou take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, my lord? How have I offended? All's not offense that indiscretion finds, and dotage terms so.
Oh. Sighs, you are too tough. Will you yet hold? How came my man in the stock?
I set him there, sir. But his own disorder deserved much less advancement.
Did you?
I pray you, father, being weak, seems so. If till the expiration of your month you will return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train, come then to me.
Return with her and 50 men dismissed? No! Rather I abjure all roofs and choose to wage against the enmity of the air to be a comrade with a wolf, and I'll return with her.
At your choice, sir.
I prithee, daughter, do not make me mad. We'll no more meet, is no more see one another. But yet thou art my flesh, my blood, my daughter, or rather a disease that is in my flesh, which I must needs call mine. Thou art a boil, a plague sore, or embossed carbuncle in my corrupted blood. But I'll not chide thee, mend when thou canst. Be better at thy leisure. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan. I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I look not for you yet, nor am provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister, for those that mingle reason with your passion must be content to think you old, and so... But she knows what she does.
Is this well spoken?
I dare vouch it, sir. What, 50 followers? Is it not well? What should you need of more? Yea, or so many sit that both charge and danger speak against so great a number. How in one house should many people under 2 commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those that she calls servants, or from mine?
Why not, my lord? If then they chance to slack ye, we could control them. If you will come to me, for now I spy a danger, I entreat you to bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give place or notice.
I gave you all.
And in good time you gave it.
Made you my guardians, my depositories, but kept a reservation to be followed with such a number.
Why? Must I come to you with 25 Regan said you so?
And speak it again, my lord. No more with me.
I'll go with thee. Thy 50, yet doth double 5 and 20, and thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5 and 20, 10 or 5, to follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you?
What need one?
Oh, reason not the need. Our basest beggars are in the poorest things superfluous.
Allow not nature more than nature needs. Man's life's as cheap as beasts. Thou art a lady.
If only to go warm were gorgeous, why nature needs not what thou gorgeous wearest, which scarcely keeps thee warm.
But for true need, oh, you heavens, give me that patience. Patience. I need. You see me here, you gods, a poor old man, as full of grief as age. Wretched in both, if it be you that stirs these daughters' hearts against their father. Fool me not, so much to bear it. Tamely touch me with noble anger, and let not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheeks. No! You unnatural hags! I will have such revenges on you both as all the world shall. I will do such things. What they are, yet I know not, but they shall be the terrors of the earth. You think I'll weep? No, I'll not weep. I have full cause of weeping, but this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws, or ere I'll weep. Oh, fool! I shall go mad.
Let us withdraw. It will be a storm.
This house is little. The old man and his people cannot be well bestowed.
'Tis his own blame. Hath put himself from rest and must needs taste his folly.
For his particular, I'll receive him gladly, but not one follower.
So am I purposed.
Oh, the king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
Well, he calls the horse, but where? I know not whither.
It is best to give him way. He leads himself.
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Why, alack, the night comes on, and the high winds do sorely ruffle. For many miles about, there's scarce a bush.
Oh, sir, to willful men, the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters. Shut up your doors.
Shut up your doors, my lord. 'Tis a wild night. My Regan counsels well. Come out of the storm.
But who's with him?
None but the fool who labors to outjust his heart-struck injuries.
Sir, I do know you, and thereupon the words of my note commend a dear thing to you. There is division twixt Albany and Cornwall, who have servants who are to France, the spies and speculations intelligent to our state. But who it is from France there comes a power into this scattered kingdom, who already wise in our negligence have secret feet in some of our best ports, and are at point to show their open banner. Now to you, if upon my credit you dare build so far to make your speed to Dover, you shall find some there that will thank you, giving just report of how unnatural and bemading sorrow the king hath caused to plain.
I will talk further with you.
No, do not. For confirmation that I am much more than my outlaw, open this purse and take what it contains. If you shall see Cordelia, and fear not but you shall, show her this ring, and she shall tell you who that fellow is that you yet do not know. I'll go seek the king.
You sulphurous and thought-executing fires, what couriers of oak-cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white head! And thou, all-shaking thunder, strike flat the thick rotundity of the world, crack nature's molds, oh, German, spirit nuts that makes him grateful man!
Oh, Uncle, Lord, holy water in dry house is better than this rainwater out the door. Good Uncle, in after thy daughter's blessing. It's a night pities otherwise me no fool.
Rumble thy belly! Spit fire! Spout rain! No rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I tax not you elements, with unkindness. I never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription. Then let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man. But yet I call you servile ministers that will, with two pernicious daughters, join your high-engendered battles against a head so old and white as this, a haunted fowl.
It has a house pertaining has a good leg piece.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful putter on our heads find out their enemies. Now, tremble, thou wretch, that hast within thee undivulged crimes, unwhipped of justice. Hide thee, thou bloody hand, thou perjured, and thou, simular of virtue that art incestuous, caitiff, to pieces shake, that under covert and convenient seeming has practiced on man's life. Close pent-up guilt, ride your concealing countenance, and cry the dreadful summoner's grace. I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
Who's there? Nay, his grace to the codpiece is a wise man of fool.
No. I will be the pattern of all patience. I will say nothing.
Alack, bareheaded! Gracious my lord, hark by here is a hovel. Some friendship will avenge you against the tempest. Repose you there.
Oh, my wits begin to turn. My boy! How dost, my boy? Art cold. I'm cold myself. Where is this straw, fellow? The art of our necessities is strange, and can make vile things precious. Come, young man. Poor fool and knave. I have one part in my heart that's sorry yet for him.
If it has and a little tiny wit, the hey-ho, the wind and the rain, stay content with his fortunes fit.
Rain,
Raineth every day.
Alack, alack, Edmund, I like not this unnatural dealing. My
I desired their leave to pity him, they took from me the use of mine own house, charged me on pain of perpetual displeasure, neither to speak of him, entreat for him, or in any way sustain him.
Most savage and unnatural.
Go to, say you nothing. I have received a letter this night. 'Tis dangerous to be spoken. These injuries the king now bears will be revenged home. We must incline to the king. I will look him in privily relieve him. Go you, and maintain talk with the duke. If he asks for me, I am sick and gone to bed. If I die for it, as no less is threatened me, the king, my old master, must be relieved. There's strange things toward Edmund. Pray you be careful.
This courtesy forbid thee, shall the Duke instantly know, and of this letter too. This seems a fair deserving, and must draw me that which my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
This is the place, my lord. My lord, enter.
Prithee away.
Good, my lord, enter here.
Wilt break my heart.
I had rather break mine own. Good, my lord, enter.
Thou think'st 'tis much that this contentious storm invades us to the skin. So 'tis to thee. But where the greater malady is fixed, the lesser is scarce felt. Thou'lt shun a bear, but if thy flight lay toward the roaring sea, thou'lt meet the bear in the mouth. When the mind's free, the body's delicate. This tempest in my mind doth from my senses take all feeling else, save what beats there. Filial ingratitude. Is it not that this mouth should tear this hand for lifting food to it? But I will punish home. Ah, Regan, Goneril, your poor kind father, whose frank heart gave all. Oh, that way madness lies. No more of that. Let me shun that.
Good, my lord, enter here.
Prithee, go in thyself. Seek thine own ease. This tempest will not give me leave to ponder on things would hurt me more. But I'll go in. I'll go in. In boy, go first. Make at the inn. I'll pray. And then I'll sleep. Poor, naked wretches, wheresoever you are, that bide the pelting of this pitiless storm, how shall your houseless heads and unfed sides, your looped and windowed raggedness defend you from seasons such as these? Oh, I've taken too little care of this. Take physic, Pomp. Expose thyself to feel what wretches feel, that thou mayst shake the superflux to them, and show the heavens more just.
Come on in here, Uncle! It's a spirit! A spirit! Help me!
Give me that hand. What art thou that just crumble there in this draught? Come forth.
Away! The foul fiend follows me!
Because it makes poor Tom.
The sharp hopeful blow the winds. Did I pay warn thee?
Hast thou given all to thy daughters, and art thou come to this?
Who gives anything to poor Tom, whom the foul fiend had led through fire and through fire, through ford and whirlpool, or bog and quagmire, but that lay knives under his pillow and halters in his pew, set rat-bait by his bari, eons ago. Do poor Johnson's charity, whom the foul fiend vexation
I had to know. There! And there again!
As his daughters brought him to this pass, couldst thou say nothing? Wouldst thou give him all?
Nay, he returned to blanket us. We'd been all shamed.
Gold.
Is it the fashion that discarded fathers should have this little mercy on their flesh? Ah, judicious punishment. 'Twas this flesh begot those penitent daughters.
This cold night will turn its all to wholesome madness.
Take heed of the foul fiend. Obey thy parents. Swear not. Keep thy words justice. Set not thy proud heart on sweet array. Tomes of gold.
Thou wert better than a grave that to answer with thy uncovered body this extremity of the sky. This man, no more but this. Consider him well. Thou owest the worm no silk, the beast no hide, the sheep no wool, the cat no perfume. Ah, his three on us are sophisticated. Thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more, but such a poor, bare-formed animal as thou art. Off your lendings. Come, I must be here.
'Tis a naughty night to swim in. A little fire in a wild field will like an old ledger's heart, a small spark, all the rest of his body cold. Look, here comes a walking fire.
This is foul. Flippy
Where's your grace? What's he?
Who's that? What is the first cook? Poor oh, in the fury of his heart, when the foul thing rages, these cow dung banals swallows the old rat in the
Hath your grace no better company? My duty cannot suffer to obey in all your daughter's hard commands. So I have come to seek you and bring you with both fire and food already.
I will talk a word with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder?
Good my lord, take his offer, go into the house.
I will talk a word with this same learned Freimann. What is your study?
How to prevent the fiend into Gilbert.
Oh, let me ask you one word in private.
Importune him once more to go, my lord. His wits begin to unsettle.
Canst thou blame him? His daughters seek his death. I do beseech your grace.
Try your mercy, sir. Noble philosophy of
Tongues and cold.
In, fellow, there, into the hovel. Keep thee warm.
Come, let's in all.
Yes, this way, my lord.
With him, I will keep still with my philosopher.
Soothe him, my lord. Let him take the fellow.
Yes, take him. Take him, you Oh, no, no words. No words. Hush.
I will have my revenge ere I depart this house.
How, my lord? I may be censured. If nature thus gives way to loyalty, something fears me to think of.
I now perceive it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition made him seek his death.
This is the letter which he spoke of, to prove him to be an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh, heavens, that this treason were not I the detector.
Go at least to the Duchess.
If the matter of this paper be certain, you have mighty business in hand.
True or false, it hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be made ready for our apprehension, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my love.
Here is better than the open air. Take it thankfully. I'll piece out the comfort with what addition I can. I will not be long from you.
The gods reward your kindness.
friend tells me Nero is in danger in the lake of darkness. Pray, innocent, and beware the foul fiend.
Now go tell me whether a gentleman be a madman or a yeoman.
A king. A king. And to have 1,000 with red burning spits come hissing in upon them. Shall be done. I will arrange them straight. Now, you she-foxes.
Look how he stands and glares.
How do you, sir? Stand you not so amazed. Will you lie down and rest?
I'll see their trial first. Bring in their evidence. Thou, Roman man of justice, take thy place. And thou, his yoke fellow of equity, bench by his side. You are the commission, you too. Arraign her first. 'Tis Goneril. I here take my oath before this honorable assembly. She kicked the poor king her father.
Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril?
She cannot deny it.
Cry you mercy, I took you for a joint stool.
Oh, here's another whose warped looks proclaim what store her heart is made of. Stop her there! Stop her! Arms! Arms! Swords! Fire! Corruption in the place! Stop her! False justice, sir. Why hast thou let her escape?
My tears begin to take his part, so much they mar my counterfeiting.
Sir, where is the patience thou so oft have boasted to retain?
Let them anatomize Regan. See what breeds about her heart. Is there any cause in nature that makes these hard hearts?
Now, sir, will you lie down and rest a while?
Make no noise. Make no noise. Draw the curtains. Draw the curtains. So. We'll go to supper in the morning. I'll go to bed at noon.
But trouble him not. His wits are gone.
Good friend, I prithee, take him in thy arms. I have overheard a plot of death upon him. Now there is a litter ready. Lay him in and drive toward Dover, friend, where thou wilt find both welcome and protection. Take up thy master. If thou shouldst tarry half an hour, his life, with thine and all that offer to defend him, stand in assured loss. Take up and follow me.
Rest nature sleeps. This rest might yet bond thy broken sinews, which if convenience will not allow stand in hard cure. Come, help to bear thy master. Thou must not stay behind.
Come. Away.
my lord your husband. Show him this letter. The army of France has landed. How now? Where's the king?
My lord of Gloucester hath conveyed him hence, who with some other of the lord's dependents are gone with him towards Dover, where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Seek out the traitor Gloucester.
Hang him instantly.
Pluck out his eye.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep your sister company. The revenges we are bound to take upon your traitorous father are not fit for your beholding. Our post shall be swift and intelligent betwixt us. Farewell, my dear sister. Farewell, my lord of Gloucester. Get horses for your mistress.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Go seek out the traitor Gloucester, pin him like a thief, and bring him before us. Though well we may not pass upon his life without the form of justice, yet our power shall do a curtsy to our wrath, which men may blame, but not control. Who's there?
Ingrateful thoughts.
What means?
Bind fast his horny arms.
What means, your graces? Good my friends, consider you are my guests. Do me the
Bind him.
Hard, hard. Oh, filthy traitor.
Unmerciful lady as you are, I'm none.
Villain, thou shalt...
Ah, by the kind gods! 'Tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
So white and such a traitor.
Come,
What will you do?
sir. What letters have you laid from France?
Be simple answered, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy have you with the traitors late-footed in the kingdom?
To whose hand you have sent the lunatic king? Speak.
I have a letter, guessingly set down, which comes from one that's of a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunningham.
And false.
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged it?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him answer that.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, or thy fierce sister his anointed flesh stick gore his fangs. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it! Shalt thou never? Fellows, hold him. Upon these eyes of thine, I'll set my foot.
Evil thing to live to be old! Give me some help!
One side will mock another, the other two.
If thou see fit.
Hold your hand, my lord! I have served you ever since I was a child, but better service have I never done you than now to beat you whole.
How now, you dog?
If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd pluck it on this quarrel.
My villain.
Nay. Then come and take the chance of anger. One eye left to see some mischief upon you.
Lest it see more. Prevent it! Out! Fire!
No!
I'll jelly! Where is thy luck around?
All is dark and comfortless. Where is my son, Edmund?
Thou treacherous villain, thou callest on him that hates thee. It was he that made the overture of thy treasons.
Oh, my follies! Then Edgar was abused.
Go thrust him out his gates, and let him smell his weighted dope. How is it, my lord? How looks you?
I perceived a hurt. Follow me, lady. Throw this slave upon the dunghill. Regan, I plead apace. Untimely comes the sleep. Give me your arm.
I'll never care what wickedness I do if this man come to good.
If she live long and in the end meet the old course of death, women will all turn monsters.
Let's follow the old earl and get the bedlam to lead him where he would. This roguish madness allows itself to anything.
Go down. I'll fetch some flax and whites of eggs to apply to Gloucester's face. Now heaven help him.
Here.
My father, poorly dead.
Oh, my good lord. I've been your tenant and your father's tenant these 4 years.
Away! Get thee away. Good fellow. Be gone. My comforts can do me no good at all. Thee they may hurt.
Cannot see your way?
I have no way, and therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Dear son Edgar, the food of thy abused father's wrath. Might I but live to see thee in my lodge, I'll say I have eyes again.
Oh, now, who's that? Oh, poor man Tom. Hello, where carriage?
Is it a beggarman?
Madman in beggitudes.
Well, he has some reason, else he could not beg. In the last night's storm, I such a fellow saw which made me think a man a worm. My son came then into my mind, yet then my mind was scarce friends with him. I've heard more since. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods, they kill us for their sport.
Let's see, masters.
Is that the naked fellow?
Aye, my lord.
Then prithee, get thee gone. If for my sake thou wilt forsake us hence a mile or twain in the way toward Dover, do it for ancient love, and bring some covering for this naked soul, which I'll entreat to lead me.
Alack, sir, he's mad.
Oh, 'tis the time's plague when madmen lead the blind. Do as I bid thee, or rather do thy pleasure. Above the rest, be gone.
I'll bring the best apparel that I have. Come on, Whitman.
No, sirrah, naked fellow.
Tom's a cold.
Come hither, fellow.
Bless thy sweet eyes. They bleed.
Take this purse. That I am wretched makes thee the happy. Dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff, whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it. From that place I shall no leading need.
Give me your arm. Poor Tom shall lead me. Come, sir.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Now, where's your master?
Madam, within, but never man so changed. I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at it. I told him you were coming. His answer was, the worse. What most he should dislike seems pleasant to him, what like offensive.
Then shall you go no further. It is the cowish terror of his spirit that dares not undertake. Back Edmund, my brother. Hasten his musters and conduct his powers. I must change names at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands. This trusty servant shall pass between us. Ere long, you are like to hear, if you dare venture in your own behalf, a mistress's command. Wear this. Spare speech. Incline your head. This kiss that durst speak would stretch thy spirits up into the air. Concede and fare you well.
Yours in the ranks of death.
most dear Gloucester. Oh, the difference of man and man. To thee a woman's services are due. My fool usurps my bed.
Madam, here comes my lord.
I have been worth the whistle.
Oh, Goneril, you are not worth the dust the rude wind blows in your face. I fear your disposition.
No more. The text is foolish.
What have you done? Tigers, not daughters. What have you performed? A father and a gracious aged man. Most barbarous, most degenerate have you madded. Could my good brother suffer you to do it?
Milk-livered man that bears a cheek for blows, a head for wrongs. Where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land. With plume and helm thy state begins to threat, whilst thou, a moral fool, sits still and cries, alas, why does he so?
See thyself, devil. Proper deformity seems not the fiend so horrid as in woman.
O vain fool!
Were it my fitness to let these hands obey my blood, they are apt enough to dislocate and tear thy flesh and bones. Although thou art a fiend, a woman's shape doth shield thee.
Marry. Your manhood.
My good lord.
What news?
The Duke of Cornwall's dead. Slain by his servant, going to put out the eyes of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eyes!
A servant that he bred, thrilled with remorse, opposed against the act, bending his sword to his great master, who thereat enraged flew on the servant, and amongst them felled him dead. But not without that harmful stroke which since hath plucked him after.
This shows you are bought through justices, that these are nether crimes so speedily convenge. But oh, poor Gloucester.
This letter, madam, craves a speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister.
One way I like this well. But being widow, and my Gloucester with her. Another way the news is not so tart. I'll read and answer.
Where was his son when they did take his eyes?
Come with my lady hither.
He is not here.
No, my good lord, I met him back again.
Knows he the wickedness?
Aye, my good lord, 'twas he informed against him.
You lie!
I quit the house on purpose, that their punishment might have the freer course.
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showest the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come, hither, friend, tell me what more thou knowest.
Why the King of France has so suddenly gone back? Know you no reason?
Something he left imperfect in his state, which since his coming forth is thought of, which reports to the kingdom so much fear and danger that his personal return is most required and necessary.
Who hath he left behind him, General?
The Marshal of France.
Did your letters pierce the Queen in any demonstration of grief?
Aye, sir. She took them, read them in my presence. Now and then an ample tear trilled down her delicate cheek. It seemed she was a queen over her passion, who most rebel-like sought to be king over her.
Then it moved her.
Not to rage. Patience and sorrow strove who should express her goodliest. You have seen sunshine and rain at once. Her smiles and tears were like a better way. Those happy smilets that played on her ripe lips seemed not to know what guests were in her eyes, which parted thence as pearls from diamonds dropped. In brief, sorrow would be a rarity most beloved if all could so be counted.
Made she no verbal question?
Faith, once or twice she heaved the name of father pantingly forth as it pressed her heart. Cried, sisters, sisters, shame of ladies, sisters. Let pity not be believed. There she shook the holy water from her heavenly eyes, and clamor moistened. Then away she started to deal with grief alone.
It is the stars above us govern our conditions, else one's self-mate and mate could not beget such different issues. You spoke not with her since?
No.
Was this before the king returned?
No, since.
Well, sir, the poor distressed Lear is in the town, who sometime in his better tune remembers what we are come about, and by no means will yield to see his daughter.
Why, good sir?
A sovereign shame so elbows him. His own unkindness, which stripped her from his benediction, turned her to foreign casualties, gave her dear rights to his dog-hearted daughters. These things sting his mind so venomously that burning shame detains him from Cordelia.
Poor gentleman.
Of Albany's and Cornwall's powers you heard not.
To this extent, they are afoot.
Well, sir, I'll take you to our master and leave you to attend him. Come along.
Alack, 'tis here. Why, he was met e'en now, as mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud. Search every acre in the high-grown field, and bring him to our eye.
Yes, my lady.
What can man's wisdom in the restoring his bereaved sense? He that helps him take all my outward worth.
There is means, madam. Our foster nurse of nature is repose, the which he lacks. That to provoke in him are many simples operative, whose power will close the eye of anguish.
All blessed secrets, all you unpublished virtues of the earth, spring with my tears. Be aidant and remediate in the good man's distress.
News, madam! The British powers are marching hitherward.
'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, dear father, it is thy business that I go about. If for great France my mourning and importune tears have pitied, no blow and ambition doth our arms incite, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I hear and see him.
But are my brother's powers set forth?
Aye, madam.
Himself in person.
Madam, with much ado, your sister's the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spake not to your lord at home.
No, madam.
What might import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
Faith, he is posted hence on serious matter.
Well, I must needs after him, madam, with my letter.
Our troops set forth tomorrow. Stay with us. The ways are dangerous.
I may not, madam. My lady charged my duty in...
Why should she write to Edmund? Might not you transport her purposes by word? Belike some things, I know not what. I've loved thee much. Let me unseal the letter.
No, madam, I had rather...
I know your lady does not love her husband. I am sure of that. And at her late being here, she gave strange oyades and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom. I speak in understanding. Yar, I know it. Therefore, I do advise you, take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. You may gather more. If you do chance to find him, pray give him this. And when your mistress hears thus much from you, I pray desire her, call her wisdom to her. So fare you well. If you do chance to hear of that blind traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off.
Would I could meet him, madam. I should show what party I do follow.
So fare you well.
When shall we come to the top of that same hill?
You do climb up it now. Look how we labor.
He thinks the ground is even.
Horrible steep. Hark! Canst thou hear the sea?
Why, no, truly.
Why, then your other senses grow imperfect by your eyes' anguish.
So may it be indeed.
Come on, sir. Here's the place. Stand still. How fearful and dizzy 'tis to cast one's eyes so low. Halfway down hangs one that gathers samphire. Dreadful trade. Methinks he seems no bigger than his head. The fishermen that walk upon the beach appear like mice. The murmuring surf that on the ill-numbered idle pebble chafes cannot be heard so high. I'll look no more, lest my brain turn and the deficient sight tumble down headlong.
Oh, no. Set me where you stand.
You're within a foot of the extreme verge.
Go thou further off. Bid me farewell, and let me hear you going.
Very well. Very well, kind sir.
With all my heart!
Why I do trifle thus with his despair is done to cure it.
Oh, you kind gods, this world I do renounce, and in your sight shake patiently my great affliction off. If Edgar live, oh, bless him. Now, fellow, fare you well.
Alive or dead? Thus might he pass indeed. And he revives.
Oh, sir!
Friend, speak! What are you, sir?
Oh, away and let me die.
Hadst thou been aught but gossamer, feathers, air, so many fathom down precipitating, thou shouldst shivered like an egg. But thou dost breathe. Thy life's a miracle. Speak yet again.
What have I fallen on? No.
Do but look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. This wretchedness so deprived that benefit to end itself by death. Oh.
Give me your arm. How is it? Feel you your legs? You stand.
Too well. Too well.
This is above all strangeness. Upon the crown of the cliff, what thing was that which parted from you?
A poor unfortunate beggar.
As I stood here below, methought his eyes were two full moons. It was some fiend.
I took it for a man. Often 'twould say, the fiend, the fiend. He led me to that place.
Therefore, thou happy father, think thou that the clearest gods, who make honors of men's impossibilities, have preserved thee.
Henceforth, I'll bear affliction till it do cry itself, enough and die.
Bear free and patient thoughts. Come.
Which serves and seeks for gain and follows not before. Will pack when it begins to rain and leave thee in the storm. No, they cannot touch me for coining. I am the king himself. Nature's above art in that respect. There's your press money. That fellow handles his bow like a crow keeper. Draw me a clothier's yard. Look. A mouse. Peace. This piece of toasted cheese will do it. Bring up the brown bills! Oh, well flown, bird. In the clout. Give the word.
Oh, pity.
Pass.
I know that voice.
Goneril with a white beard. They flattered me like a dog. They told me I had the white hairs in my beard ere the black ones were there. To say aye and no to everything that I said. I and no too was no good divinity. When the rain came to wet me once, and the wind to make me chatter, when the thunder would not peace at my bidding, there I found them. There I smelt them out. Go to. They are not men of their words. They told me I was everything. 'Tis a lie. I am not ague-proof.
The trick of that voice, I do well remember, is not the king.
I, every inch a king. When I do stare, see how the subject quakes. I pardon that man's life. What was thy cause? Adultery. Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery? The wren goes to it. The small gilded fly does lecher in my sight. Let copulation thrive, for Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughters got tween the lawful sins. To it. Luxury, pell-mell, for I lack soldiers. Behold, yon simpering dame, whose face between her forks presages snow, who minces virtue, and does shake the head to hear of pleasure's name. The fichu, nor the soiled horse goes to it with a more riotous appetite. Down from the waist they are centaurs, the women all above. But to the girdle do the gods inherit. Beneath is all fiends. There's hell. There's darkness. There is the sulphurous pit, burning, scalding, stench, consumption, fire, fire, fire.
Give me an ounce of civet, good apothecary, sweeten my imagination. That's money for me.
Let me kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. Smells of mortality.
Oh, ruined piece of nature. This great world shall so wear itself out to naught. Dost thou know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Nay, dost thou squinting at me, blind Cupid, do thy worst? I'll not love. Read thou this challenge. Mark but the penning of it.
Were all thy letters suns I could not see?
Read!
What? With the case of eyes?
Oh, are you there with me? No eyes in your head, nor no money in your purse. Your eyes are in a heavy case, your purse in a light, yet you may see how this world goes.
I see it feelingly.
What? Art mad? A man may see how this world goes with no eyes. Look with thine ears. See how yon justice rails upon yon simple thief. Hark in thine ear. Change places, handy-dandy. Which is the justice? Which is the thief? Thou hast seen a farmer's dog bark at a beggar. And the creature run from the cur. There mightst thou behold the great image of authority. A dog's obeyed in office. Thou rascal beetle, hold thy bloody hand. Why dost thou lash that whore? Strip thine own back. Thou hotly lusts to use her in that kind for which thou whipst her. The usurer hangs the commoner. Through tattered clothes, great vices to appear, robes and furred gowns, hide all, plain sins with gold, the strong lance of justice, hurtless breaks, armed in rags. A pygmy straw does pierce it. None does offend. None. I say none. Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician seem to see the things thou dost not. Now, pull off my boots. Harder! Harder! If thou wilt weep my fortunes, take my eyes. I know thee well enough. Thy name is Gloucester. Prithee be patient. We came crying hither. Thou knowest, the first moment that we smell the air, we wail and cry. I will preach to thee, Mark.
Oh, alack the day.
When we are born, we cry. that we are come to this great stage of fools. This is a good block. It were a delicate stratagem to shoe a troop of horse with felt. I'll put it in a proof. And then, when I have stolen upon these sons-in-laws, then kill, 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 kill! A prisoner. I'm even the natural fool of fortune. Use me well, masters. You shall have ransom. Get me surgeons. I'm cut to the brain.
You shall have anything.
What? No seconds. All myself. Why? This would make a man of salt, to use his eyes for garden water pots, aye, and laying of autumn's dust. I will die bravely, like a smug bridegroom. What? I will be jovial. Come, come, I am a king, my masters. Know you that?
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Then there's life in it. Come, and you get it. You shall get it. By running!
After him! Away! A sight pitiful in the meanest wretch. Speaking of in a king, thou hast one daughter who redeems nature from the general curse which twain have brought her to. Oh, sir, speed you. What's your will?
Do you hear aught, sir, of a battle toward?
The most sure and vulgar. Everyone hears that which can distinguish sound.
But by your favor, how near's the other army?
Near, and on speedy foot. The main descry stands upon the hourly thought. Though that the queen on special cause is here, her army has moved on.
Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, you ever gentle gods, take my breath from me. Let not my worser spirit tempt me again to die before you, please.
Well, pray you, father. Come on. I'll lead thee to some biding.
Many thanks. The bounty and the benison of heaven may I.
Proclaim prize, O most happy. That eyeless head of thine was first framed flesh to raise my fortunes. Thou, O the unhappy traitor, briefly thyself remember. The sword is out that must destroy thee.
Why, let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wherefore, bold pedant, darest thou support a published traitor?
Keep out! Come not near the old man!
Out, dunghill!
Give the letters which thou findest about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Seek him out upon the English. Sign the dead.
I know thee well. A serviceable villain. Say thee pocket. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off. There is nothing done. If he return the conqueror, then am I the prisoner and his bid my jail. From the loathed want whereof deliver me, and supply the place for your labor. Your wife, so I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril, a plot upon her virtuous husband's life. In the exchange, my brother. Come, father. Far off, methinks, I hear the beaten drum. So, come, sir.
Oh, thou good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short, and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged is o'erpaid.
How does the king?
Sleep still, madam.
Oh, you kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses, oh, wind up of this child-changed father.
So please your majesty that we may wake the king. He hath slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed to the sway of your own will. Is he arrayed?
Aye, madam. In the heaviness of sleep we put fresh garments on him. Be by good, madam, when we do awake him, I doubt not his temperance.
Very well.
Please, draw near.
Oh, my dear father, restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. Had you not been their father, these white flakes did challenge pity of them. Was this a face to be opposed against the jarring winds? To stand against the deep, dread-bolted thunder? In the most terrible and nimble stroke of quick cross lightning to watch? Poor Perdu, with this thin helm? Mine enemy's dog, though he had bit me, should have stood that night against my fire. And wast thou fain, poor father, to hovel thee with swine and robes forlorn in short and musty straw? Alack! Alack! 'Tis wonder that thy life and wits at once had not concluded all. He wakes. Step to him.
Madam, do you, 'tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to wake me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. When did you die?
Still far wide.
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? Fair daylight,
Oh, I am mightily abused. I will not swear these are my hands. Would I were assured of my condition.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hand in benediction o'er me.
Pray, do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond, old man, fourscore and upward. Not an hour more nor less, and to deal plainly, I fear I'm not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you, and know this man, yet I'm doubtful. Do not laugh at me, for as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child. Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Be your tears wet? Yes, faith. I pray weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause, they have not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, madam. The great rage you see is killed in him.
I pray you now, forget and forgive. I am old and foolish.
Cornwall was so slain?
Most certain, sir.
Who is conductor of his people now?
As 'tis said, the bastard son of Gloucester.
They say Edgar, his Spanish son, is with the Earl of Kent in Germany.
Report is changeable. 'Tis time to look about. The powers of the kingdom approach apace.
The arbitrament is like to be bloody. Very well, sir.
My appointed period will be throughly wrought, or well or ill, as this day's battles fought.
Know if the Duke of his last purpose holds, or whether since he is advised by oft to change the course, he is full of alteration and self-reproving. Bring his constant pleasure.
Our sister's man is certainly miscarried.
It is to be doubted, madam.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me but truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
In honored love.
But have you never found my brother's way to the forfended place?
That thought abuses you.
I am doubtful you have been conjunct and bosomed with her as far as we call hers.
No, by mine honor, madam.
I never shall endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not. She and the Duke, her husband.
I had rather lose the battle than that sister should loosen him and me.
A very loving sister well met. Sir, this I heard. The king is come to his daughter with others whom the rigor of our state forced to cry out. For I could not be honest, I never yet was valiant. For this business, it touches us as France invades our land, not bolds the king with others whom I fear most just and heavy causes make oppose.
Sir, you speak nobly.
Why is this reasoned?
Combine together against the enemy. For these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let's then determine with the ancient a war on our proceeding.
I shall attend you presently at your tent.
Sister, you go with us.
No.
'Tis most convenient. Pray go with us.
Oh. I know the riddle. I will go.
Bear your grace that speech with man so poor. Hear me one word.
I'll overtake you.
Yes, my lord.
Speak.
Before you fight the battle, ope this letter. If you have victory, let the drum sound for him that brought it.
Stay till I have read the letter.
I was forbid it. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I will hear again.
Why, fare thee well. O Lord, look thy paper.
The enemy's in view. Draw up your powers. Here's the guesses, their true strength and forces by diligent discovery. But your haste is now urged on you.
And we will greet the time.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love, each jealous of the other, as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? Or neither? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril. And hardly shall I carry off my side, her husband being alive. Now then, we'll use his countenance for the battle, which being done, let her who would be rid of him devise his speedy taking off. As to the mercy which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle done, and they within our power, shall never see his pardon. For my state stands on me to defend, not to debate. Some officers take them away. Good guard until their greater pleasure it first be known that ours is censure them.
We are not the first who with best meaning have incurred the worst. For thee, oppressed king, I am cast down. Myself could else outfrown false fortune's frown.
Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. No. Come. Let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in a cage. When thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. And so we'll live, and pray, and sing, and tell old tales, and laugh at gilded butterflies, and hear poor rogues talk of court news, and we'll talk with them too. Who loses and who wins, who's in, who's out, and take upon us the mystery of things as if we were God's spies. And we'll wear out in a walled prison pacts and sects of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. have I caught thee? He that parts us shall bring a brand from heaven and fire us hence like foxes. Wipe thine eyes. The good years shall devour them, flesh and failure they shall make us weep. We'll see 'em starved first. Come.
Come hither, Captain. Hark. Take thou this note. Go follow them to prison. One step I have advanced thee. Thou dost as this instructs. Thou dost make thy way to noble fortunes. Know thou this, that men are as the time is. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Either say thou do it, or thrive by other means.
I'll do it, my lord. I cannot pull a cart, nor eat dried oats, but it be man's work. I'll do it.
About it, and right happy when thou hast done.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strain, and fortune led you well. You have the captives who are the opposite of this day's strife. I do require them of you.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard. With him I sent the queen. My reason all the same.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but as a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been demanded ere you had spoke so far. He led our powers for the commission of my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your addition.
In my rights by me invested he compares the best.
That were the most if he should husband you.
Jesters do oft prove prophets.
That eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else should I answer from a full flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, dispose of them, of me. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Mean you to enjoy him?
The lead alone lies not in your good will.
Nor in thine, lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes.
Let the drum strike, and prove my title thine.
Stay yet, hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason. And in thy attaint this gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I bought in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bands. If you will marry, make your loves to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art on, Gloucester. Let the drum sound. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous, manifest, and many treasons, there is my pledge. I'll make it on thy heart ere I taste bread.
Sick. Oh, sick. If not, I'll ne'er trust medicine.
There's my exchange. What in the world he is that names me traitor? Villain like he lies. Call by the drum. He that dares approach. On him, on you, whom not. I will maintain my truth and honor firmly.
My sickness grows upon me.
Convey her to my tent. Come hither, Harold, and read out this.
If any man of quality or degree within the lists of the army will maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the third sound of the drum. He is bold in his defense.
Sound!
Again. Again. Ask him his purposes, and why he appears upon this call of the drum.
What are you? Your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost by treason's tooth, bare gnawn and canker bit. Draw thy sword. Thou art false to thy gods, thy father and thy brother. From the upward extremest of thy head to the descent in dust below thy foot, a most toad-spotted traitor.
Back do I toss these treasons to thy head. The hell-hated lie overwhelmed thy heart. The yet glance by and scarcely bruise. This sword of mine shall give them instant way, where they shall rest forever. Drums, speak.
My name is Edgar, thy father's son. The gods are just, and of our pleasant vices make instruments to plague us. The dark and vicious place where thee he got cost him his eyes.
Thou hast spoken right. 'Tis true. The wheel is come full circle. I am here.
I must embrace thee. Let sorrow split my heart if e'er I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I know it.
How have you known the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. Never, O fault, revealing myself unto him until some half hour passed when I was armed. I asked his blessing. The lack, his flawed heart, betwixt two extremes of passion, joy and grief, burst smilingly.
Speak, woman.
It came even from the heart.
I was contracted to them both. All three now married in an instant.
I am come to bid my king and master I good night. Is he not here?
Speak, Edmund. Where's the king and where's Cordelia?
I pant for life. Some good I mean to do, despite of mine own nature. Quickly send, be brief in it, to the castle. For my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelia.
Run!
Haste!
Run!
Haste thee for thy life! She hath commission from my wife and me to hang Cordelia in the prison, to lay the blame upon her own despair. She foredid herself.
And eyes, I'd use them so that heaven's vaults should crack. She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and when one lives. She's dead as earth. Lend me a looking glass. If that her breath will mist or stain the stone, why then she lives.
Is this the promised end or image of that horror?
Fall and cease.
This feather stirs. She lives. If it be so, it is a chance which does redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt.
Oh, my good master.
Prithee, away.
This noble Kent, your friend.
Plague upon you murderers! Traitors all! I might have saved her. Now she is gone forever. Cordelia? Cordelia? Oh, stay a little. What dost thou sayest? Her voice was ever soft, gentle, and low, an excellent thing in woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging thee.
It's true, my lord, he did.
Did I not, Stella? I've seen the day with my good biting falchion. I could have made 'em skip. But I am old now, and these same crosses spoil me. Who are you, sir? Mine eyes are not of the best, I'll tell you straight. Are you not Kent?
The same. Your servant Kent. Where is your servant Caius?
Oh, he's a good fellow. He'll strike and quickly too. He's dead and rotten.
No, my lord. I'm the very man that from your first of difference and decay have followed your sad steps.
You're welcome hither.
Edmund is dead, my lord. That's but a trifle here. You lords and noble friends know our intent. What comfort may come to this great decay shall be applied. For us, we'll resign during the life of this old majesty to him our absolute power, you to your rights, with boot and such addition as your honors have more than merited. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtues, and all foes the cup of their deservings. Oh, see.
And my poor fool is hanged. No. No.
no life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life, and thou no breath at all? Thou'lt come no more. Never. 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 Never, never.
Pray you, undo this button.
Thank you, sir. You see this? Look on her. Look, her lips. Look there. Look there.
My lord. My lord. Break heart. I prithee break.
Look up, my lord.
Vex not his ghost. Oh, let him pass. He hates him that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer.
He is gone indeed.
The wonder is he hath endured so long.
Friends of my soul, you two rule in this realm, and the gold states the same.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not say no.
The weight of this sad time, we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne most. We that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long.